struggle seems like it just won't go away. Friends got you down, things get bounced around. Here's a little lullaby we like to sing, and it goes a little like this. Come on, yeah.
So I'm going to speak into the atmosphere. have what I decree. Yes, I believe. It belongs to me. I shall have what I decree. Yes, I believe. It belongs to me. And so I'm going to speak into the atmosphere. Speak your word into the atmosphere. That's the way things happen. Just speak into the atmosphere. Speak your word into the atmosphere. If you're a little shy, don't worry about it. Just say it softly. But speak, 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 oh, speak, speak, speak your word, speak your word, speak, 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 declare it, 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 declare your word, declare your word, oh, declare it, declare it, say it's mine, 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 what's yours is yours, it's mine, what's mine is mine, it's mine, no one can take it, it's mine, we all can make it, it's mine, say yes, yes, say yes, yes, say yes, yes, say yes, yes, say yes to your yes, to all yours, yes, say yes, yes, say yes, yes, speak, 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 speak your love, speak your love, speak, 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 speak your word, speak your word, speak into the atmosphere, into the atmosphere, oh, speak into the atmosphere, speak into the atmosphere, speak your word into the atmosphere, speak into the atmosphere, speak into the atmosphere, I shall have what I decree. Yes, I believe. It belongs to me. And so I'm going to speak into the atmosphere. I'll speak into the atmosphere. Ooh, speak into the atmosphere. Speak into the atmosphere.
What comes from the heart reaches the heart. Good morning, Open Heart, and welcome to our Heartstream Live for this Sunday, November the 14th, 2021. I'm so glad that you have joined us for today's Heartstream. As always, this month we're focusing on gratitude, and I'd like to remind you, I mentioned it last Sunday in the announcements, that because we're in the season of Thanksgiving and we're not together, I thought a good idea would be for you to express the ways in which you're grateful. The way we're going to do that is I'm asking you to record a 1 to 2 minute video. You could do it on your phone, you could do it on your computer, you can, however it is that you would capture yourself talking about the things that you're grateful for, and then send them to me, jgilmore@openheartspiritual.org. You can text them to me. You can upload them to my Facebook account through Messenger if you'd like to do so. And I'm going to put together a continuous video of all of you that make this possible. I'd like for you to get it to me by next Wednesday or Thursday, so I'll have time to put everything together. If you have questions, reach out to me and I will talk you through it and we will figure it out. You hear me include this quote from Melody Beatty all the time, and I really like this during this season about gratitude. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger to a friend. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Let's take a moment and turn within. Giving thanks for this day, for this awareness and this understanding, this vibration and energy of gratitude. I'm grateful and thankful for all that is flowing in this moment, for all that happens for each and every one of us. There is truly so much to be grateful for. And throughout this day and every day, expressing that feeling of gratitude, allowing it to become a habit and to well up in each and every one of us. The vibration and the energy of gratitude transforming and changing life. And I know that in this live stream, this Heartstream today, this flows forth for each and every one of us. In so many ways, so many lives are touched, ways unknown, ways untold. But the energy that flows out, that comes from the heart, reaches the heart. And all are made better for having joined us today, for having viewed this offering of thanksgiving and this offering of gratitude through the music, through the affirmative reading, through the message, through all of the various ways in which a spirit continues to speak and gratitude continues to make itself known. With joy and gratitude, I release my word into the creative medium. I know that all is done already in the mind of God, and so it is. I greet you, I bless you. I see God in you. Our purpose statement. Our purpose is to create a spiritual community which recognizes that there is one presence.
Our daily affirmation for the month of November is gratitude as a bridge. With every reason I find to be grateful, I access my own inner strength and ignite a loving universe into action on my behalf.
Today, I'm sharing from a Unity publication, Rise Above Fear and Worry, 30 Days to Fearless Living. The selection I've chosen is Pray to Be Wrong. Years ago, a gunman killed the parents and 4 siblings of 15-year-old Cassidy Stay, and after shooting her, left her for dead. Miraculously, she survived. At her family's funeral, she quoted Harry Potter's mentor, Dumbledore. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light. This young woman made an extraordinary choice about how she would process such a horrendous ordeal. She chose love. On the day I read the news article about her eulogy, I was upset about a credit card bill. Suddenly, my upset felt absolutely trivial. I realized that if Cassidy could choose love in the face of such a terrible experience, I could choose love over far lesser challenges. Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling heard about Cassidy's oration and sent her a personal handwritten letter in purple ink from Dumbledore, a wand, and several autographed books. While these gifts could not undo the tragedy the young woman underwent, they demonstrate our power to soften each other's hearts. When faced with fear, anger, or guilt in yourself or another, ask yourself, is there another way to look at this that would bring me more ease, relief, or peace? If there is, pray to be wrong. Wrong about the way you have been looking at the event so you can see it from a new, more healing perspective. A Course in Miracles asks us, would you rather be right or happy? Pray to be wrong about everything that hasn't worked in your life so you can be right about everything that could work and will. Bless the past for leading you to a new life, for both the challenges and blessings have lifted you to higher ground. As you consider what hasn't made you happy, heed the profound advice of the 19th century novelist Diana Mulloch Craig, certain that a faithful hand will take and sift them, keep what is worth keeping, and then, with the breath of kindness, blow the rest away.
Good morning. These are your announcements. We're focusing on gratitude this month, and you can join in that by November 18th. You can do it on your cell phone, you can do it on your computer, or some other way to capture yourself. Talking about the submit to me by the 18th, and it will be a part of our November the 21st. If you're unsure how to do it, get in contact with me, and I look forward to seeing your videos. And congratulations to Carolyn Head, who was the first person to get her video in. Hey you. Yes, you. Do you love to sing? Well, our Voices from the Heart musical group is looking for you. It's your opportunity to join us in the music that we provide each week through your voice, through your love of singing. If you're interested, please contact me so that we can make you a part of this wonderful group and the wonderful music that we provide each and every week.
Today is a day like no other day. Just think and you'll know that it's true. Days like today should be holidays. So I'm singing this message to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Just have a happy day.
At Open Heart, we believe in the power of affirmative prayer. We're setting the mental equivalent for healing, comfort, strength, and wholeness for all these persons you see on our list and everyone else. We're holding this space for you, knowing that whatever you need is already done in the mind of God. There is nothing missing for you, nothing that is undone, nothing that is lacking. That in the mind of God, it's already done for you. And it's by being open, available, and accepting that you know the truth, that you know all that is needed to know and experience all that you need to experience and feel and see come forth and be demonstrated in your life in this moment. We hold the space for you, and we know the truth for you in all places. Thank you, Carolyn, for today's affirmative reading, and I'm inviting others to submit yours as well to jgilmore@openheartspiritual.org. Our daily affirmative prayer call takes place each and every morning at 8 a.m. Central Time. Dial in as one of our prayer team members shares an inspirational reading and then prays for you, all in about 7 minutes. It's time for conscious giving. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am richly blessed, creating a greater and greater flow. 3 ways to give: our Cash App, hashtag OHSC901, online at OHSC901.com, or by texting the word GIVE to 615-422-4292.
Now, if you would join me as we take a moment to turn within in this centering moment. Let us just take a deep breath in and out. And let us have a few seconds of the crystal bowl to center us. Let us again, just in this moment, be centered, feeling our bottom in our seat, our hands in our laps, our feet on the ground, and being present in this moment, centered, aware, and ready. And so it is.
Do you have a gratitude problem? Yes, I ask, do you have a gratitude problem? I remember one time being in a restaurant. There was a little boy that was moving around the tables. I was sitting there eating by myself. And he came over to me. He was probably about 2, going on 3, somewhere in there. And he came up to me and he was looking at me and smiling. He had a cup in his hand with a straw. He was drinking a soda. And all of a sudden, because, sodas are carbonated beverages, he let out a big belch. And just as he did, his mother said with horror, "Dante, what do you say?" And he looked at me very sweetly and he said, "Thank you." And I had to laugh, and other people who were around who heard him also laughed because, the idea that he was supposed to say "excuse me" rather than "thank you," but it was something that had been taught to him to say "thank you," and so I think that in his mind that's what he thought was appropriate for the occasion. But I know that so often that gratitude has become perfunctory for us, an act that really is removed from anything. And so ultimately we find the words of gratitude that oftentimes people say are empty words. They don't really have the meaning. And I think that a part of the reason why, and I'm going to say this, is part of the reason why I maintain that many of us have a gratitude problem is because of the feeling of being unworthy. Yes, I said it. The feeling of being unworthy. We can say thank you from the perspective of it's something that we're supposed to say, something that we should say, but genuine gratitude, genuine feeling of gratitude is something oftentimes we have a problem with. And the reason why we have that problem is because we feel unworthy. And I get it. I truly do. I get it. I get the reason why we feel unworthy. I get it. Coming from beginning with the songs that many of us grew up in church singing. If you listen to some of the words, you think about Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Or, alas, and did my Savior bleed and did my sovereign die? Would he devote that sacred head for such a worm as I? I get it. In our criminal justice system, we can look what's happening right now in the Kyle Rittenhouse case in Wisconsin, where the judge is doing everything to try and turn and influence the outcome of that trial, where he wouldn't even allow the prosecutors to use the word victim for the people that this young man shot, and 2 of them were killed. In the Ahmaud Arbery case in Georgia, how many things are happening, the jury is stacked, and other things in order to deny justice to a man who was hunted down and gunned down in the street. I see those things and I understand those things, and how so often the liberty and justice for all that we hear and that we're supposed to be saying all the time is not being extended to many people in this country, and how that's being denied. So I get it. I get it when I look on social media and see so many of the images and things that are perpetrated for us, and that they're really false images. I was looking at a video just yesterday about a woman who was being filmed for a fitness company, and they showed before she got ready for the filming, they had these pads that they put in her pants to make her butt appear firm and shapely and curvy, and some things that they put down in for her calves to make her calves seem like they were defined and muscular. And then they went on to film her doing all of these exercises with the idea that if you follow the routines of this company and wear the clothing also, that you will be like her. And so many other people that I've encountered that in social media brag about their company and their business and their services and all of the things that they are doing for people and the things that they will deliver. But when I contact them or try to engage them in business, I find out that they can't deliver, and it's all a false image. And so we have to be careful about those things. But again, I get it. I get it, because people will try and deny who you are. Here in Memphis, there's a Christian school that advertise about a program that they are offering for parents at their school for how to resist when their children want to come out and admit that they are part of the LGBTQ plus community, or when they are thinking about changing their gender or transitioning how they can deny that and how they can resist those efforts. So I get it. I get it when we downplay ourselves, because that's how we feel that we're supposed to be. I know a woman, and I always thought about how when she talked that there was something strange about the way in which she talked. I couldn't quite put my finger on it until one day, as I listened to her talk, I began to understand what it was that she was doing. She never used the word I when she spoke. If you saw her, she would say, "Lovely to see you." If you said something else, "Hope that things will happen in the future for you." All of that, never used the word I. And as I thought about it, I realized that she had been taught that to say the word I was bringing attention to herself, and that we're not supposed to bring attention to ourselves. Again, the idea of unworthiness. I get it. Oftentimes people will compliment you on something, talk about how well you look, and you'll say, "Oh, well, it's not all that much," or something that they compliment you're wearing, and you'll say, "Oh, this old dress, this old suit, this old shirt," those kinds of things, downplaying. So I get it. I understand that so often we have been conditioned to think those things. We've been conditioned to feel that that's the way in which we should function in life. As Ian Van Zant writes in Until Today, as children, everything we learn about ourselves comes from those around us. The most important thing we learn is the nature of our value and the depth of our worth. In so many situations, children are given inaccurate information about themselves and the world. So I get it. I understand that. You've heard me tell before, when I got my first apartment, how excited I was to move into that apartment, and I was buying things for my apartment. And one of the things that I wanted to get were some new bath towels. I had towels that I used in college, but it was time to grow up and get some new ones. And so I was looking in the sales paper, and I saw an ad that caught my attention, because these were towels that were designer towels. I used to joke that just saying that person's name would cost you money, but they were known for being expensive. All of his items were known for being expensive, but when I looked at the towel and I looked at the price, something didn't quite match. They were less expensive than I ever thought they would be, and I got excited about it. And then I saw the small print, and it said towels may be blemished or slightly irregular. Blemished or slightly irregular. That those things that have a blemish or are slightly irregular, we put a discount on. We see them as being unworthy or being less than. So I get it. I get it because that is how we have been conditioned to think, how we have been conditioned to feel, and it causes us in many cases to have a gratitude problem. I know a man who says all the time, God won't let me do this and God won't let me do that. Said it would be great if I could win the lottery, but I can't because I know God won't let me. God won't allow me to. All of that, we are conditioning ourselves in a way in which gratitude becomes a problem. But in the words of Prince, I'm here to tell you there is something else. It's time to make a shift. It's time to move out of the gratitude problem that we have. It's time to understand that all of that has happened, all of that we have known, all of that we have heard before, it's time to shift. That gratitude problem's time is over. As we've heard it said before, if you don't condition your own mind, someone else will. So you might be asking yourself, well, John, how do you do this? I'm so glad you asked. See, it's important for us to remember that we can condition our minds and our bodies to have the kind of outcome that we would like to have. So often we do, in fact, let others condition it for us. We let the media, we let things that are happening around us, we let our upbringing and the things that we've been programmed to believe to condition that for us. But we can make that shift. And the one thing I'd like to suggest and offer to you is something that on the surface is quite easy, but it's something that has long-lasting and powerful effects. Before you go to sleep at night, when you're sitting, lying in your bed, and you are about to go off to sleep, look over your day, review your day, reflect upon the day that you have, and find three things that you are grateful for, three things that you are thankful for, three things that happen during the day that you take a sense have a sense of gratitude in, that you are happy that this happened. You are thankful that you found this out. You feel a sense of wonder and just this whole sense that this is a good part of life and this is what makes things worth living for you in that moment. And if you can't find anything, you feel like, well, there's not a whole lot going on right in my life and I can't find this or that, then just be thankful for the bed that you're lying in. Be thankful for the walls that are around the room. Thankful for the roof over your head. But find three things that you are thankful for and begin expressing gratitude for those things. That's a place to start. Become grateful and thankful for your physical well-being, for your body, for your every organ, action, and function in your body and the way that it is operating and moving. And I know that we can come up with a list of things that are not going right. As one of my friends says, give an organ recital where talk about this hurts and that's not so good and I'm getting older, so I've got this pain and this ache and all of that. Forget all of that and be thankful for the fact that the blood is running warm in your veins, that you have breath in your body and you have the ability to think and to see and to taste and to hear and to touch. All of that, just become grateful and thankful for those kinds of things. Be grateful for it and to feel those things. And as you begin feeling those things, you begin conditioning your body to feel it, to allow that gratitude to well up in you as I continue to talk about, because gratitude is energy. Gratitude is a vibration. Gratitude is a feeling. And when we do it over and over and over again, it becomes a habit. And when we make it a habit, then we start transforming ourselves because we are feeling the gratitude vibration, the gratitude energy. We are expressing the gratitude habit. And then when we do that, things begin to happen for us. And it's important to say that we can't do it a couple of times and think we are done, but to do it every night, to begin doing it the first thing in the morning. And as you do so, things do, in fact, happen. I love watching the movie of Wayne Dyer, I believe it was called The Shift, where every morning as he planted his feet on the floor, he would just say the words, thank you. Nothing else, needing nothing else to find thank you for, just the fact that he was up, he was breathing, thank you. And when we do that, we change things, we shift things for ourselves. So when we begin to do that, then the divine presence within, we can become open and available to how the divine presence within is loving us, how that love is flowing through us, how that life is flowing through us, how that vibration is flowing through us, how that energy is flowing through us. And once we are able to do that, things begin to happen. We get rid of that gratitude problem, and we find ourselves in a continuous emotional and physical and vibrational state of gratitude, and doors open for us. Creativity comes, wisdom wells up in us. Seeing a way out of no way becomes our modus operandi. We understand the wonders of the universe. We see things opening up for us, and life becomes just this wonderful, fantastic way of being when we are able to see and to find gratitude. But just that one thing that we can do that helps us to begin to see this. Joe Dispenza says that there are about 1,200 chemical reactions in the body that begin and move and make things happen when we are in a state of gratitude. When we understand that and we know that this is happening, it can change things. Harold Arlen, not the one who wrote Somewhere Over the Rainbow, but another Harold Arlen, who was a businessman who was in a single engine plane and it crashed, and he found himself paralyzed completely. And as he laid there in the hospital and felt a state of despair and felt like the things were over and there was no hope for him, he noticed that there was one thing on his body that he could move. And that was one of his fingers. So he began to concentrate on that finger. He began moving that finger. He used that finger to begin communicating. And each and every day, many times during the day, he gave thanks for that one finger that would move. That one finger that was able to let other people know how he was saying things, because he began working out a system of signaling and making the alphabet and all with that one finger. And as he continued to be thankful for that finger and express gratitude, more parts of his hand began to work. And so each time a new part of his body began to have some movement in it, he continued in that state of gratitude. And over time, as he continued to be thankful for the movement in his body and to be thankful for all that was happening for him, he ultimately went from a state of paralysis to being able to move his body again and to be able ultimately to walk again because of gratitude. We can find gratitude in all that we do. We can find gratitude in our lives and make it a way of life, make it a habit, make it what we do. We can get rid of our gratitude problem. We can become grateful and thankful for all that it is. And it's just starting with that moment, that time that we have before we go to bed at night, and being grateful and thankful. Won't you try it? Won't you make that a part of your life today? Won't you understand that you too can get rid of your gratitude problem? And so it is.
There was a time in my life, thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it all go. Are you listening? You got to let it all go. And this have to say, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit my life. Lord is I. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I am free in the Spirit. Do you want to be free? Then let me hear you say yes. Yes, I'm only here for God. I know.
To greater love. Oh yeah. So the truth keeps telling me, sing of liberation for the ones who are free. Love can take us higher, reveal the way to greater love. Oh yeah. So we let wash over us. We let take us higher. We let make us stronger. We let early in the morning. We let hold us together. We let wash over us. We let and then there's another verse. Still some cry along the way, walking through the sadness. Oh, a world that needs to know love can take us higher, reveal the way to greater love. Oh yeah. So the truth keeps